Hey there, you work incredibly hard to build an audience, right? You're out there capturing attention day in and day out. But here's the million-dollar question. How do you turn that hard-earned attention into a reliable, consistent income system? Well, that is exactly what we're unpacking today in this explainer. Think of it as your masterclass on content monetization.
Okay, let's dive into this. Because, eventually every creator faces a pretty harsh reality check. Do you actually have a system for income? You spend hours, days, months building trust, driving engagement, and growing this highly loyal following. You undeniably have their attention. But attention doesn't automatically equal a paycheck. If you're feeling that pain of producing incredible value without seeing a structured financial return, trust me, you are not alone. You've got the audience, but now you need a system.
Here's our roadmap for getting you there. First, we'll look at moving beyond your follower count. Then we'll unpack how monetization actually works and help you choose your specific earning model. After that, we'll cover the common traps to avoid, the exact metrics you really need to track, and finally, earning with EarnOn.ai. We're going to take what is typically a super stressful topic and turn it into a highly structured, empowering framework you can easily follow.
All right, Section 1, Beyond the Follower Count. It is absolutely time we officially debunk the biggest myth on the internet right now, this idea that more followers automatically means more revenue.
And this brilliantly illustrates why we need a fundamental shift in how you operate. Because let's be honest, the old way of creating is incredibly stressful. You find yourself relying on unpredictable platform algorithms, practically crossing your fingers that your reach stays high, and obsessing over those vanity metrics. But the new way? It's all about connecting your valuable content directly to a paid outcome through a structured, predictable system. This shifts you completely away from all that algorithm anxiety and plants you firmly in the stability of a direct audience support strategy.
Moving on to Section 2, how monetization actually works. Remember, as a creator, you are already delivering massive value. Right now, we're simply learning how to place a revenue layer right on top of it.
Let's define this clearly so we're all on the exact same page. Content monetization is the process of converting content value into income through a clear system that matches your audience, format, and goals. It's not just a fancy phrase for making money online, guys. It's a deliberate, strategic method.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that all monetization starts with understanding what people are actually willing to pay for. Your audience basically craves one of these 5 core things: information, entertainment, access, convenience, or personalization. So you've got to ask yourself, what is the core value I provide? Are you saving them time? Are you giving them a behind-the-scenes look? Because once you know your specific slice of this pie, your monetization strategy is going to feel entirely relevant instead of, totally random.
Section 3, Choosing your earning model. Think of this as the matchmaking technique, finding that perfect alignment between your audience's behavior and your own capacity as a creator. Here is how this matchmaking works in practice. Let's say you're an educator, and your audience wants recurring value. Well, subscriptions and premium access are going to be your best friends. But if you're a coach or an expert offering highly specialized knowledge, paid chats and exclusive posts make way more sense. Or maybe you're a lifestyle creator, where your audience simply wants to connect directly with you. In that case, tips and direct support work beautifully. When you pair your specific output with what your audience actually desires, the earning process just feels completely natural, never forced.
Let's move to our next point and see how this builds a step-by-step strategy so you don't get immediately overwhelmed. It really comes down to 3 simple steps. Step 1, understand your audience's core value based on those 5 desires we just talked about. Step 2, test one simple primary model first. Please, do not try to launch 10 revenue streams on day 1. It's just going to exhaust you and confuse your audience. And then Step 3, expand and combine methods later on to create long-term stability. Keep the business focused early on.
All right, Section 4, avoiding common monetization traps. Because look, even the most brilliant earning models can fail spectacularly if you aren't prepared to navigate the pitfalls.
You definitely want to watch out for these common profitability killers. First, treating monetization as an afterthought rather than baking it into your initial content plan. Second, relying on just one single income source. This is a huge risk, especially when platform rules or algorithms can literally change overnight. Third, assuming those follower counts will magically hand over cash without a clear system in place. No way, it doesn't work like that. And finally, choosing paths that ignore what your audience actually expects from you. Pushing generic ads on an audience that expects deep educational premium access, yeah, that will always backfire. If there is one golden rule to remember in all of this, it's absolutely this.
The strongest monetization plans keep the audience relationship at the center, not just the income goal. You need massive trust and clarity before an audience will consistently pull out their wallets. Never, ever sacrifice a long-term relationship for a quick buck.
Which brings us to Section 5, tracking the right metrics. We are stepping fully away from vanity numbers here and looking at the actual, hard data driving your business.
So the crucial point is, to see what's actually working, you need to track real business metrics. Don't just look at views or likes. You really should be looking at your overall revenue, your conversion rate from free viewer to paid supporter, and your repeat purchases. Pay super close attention to engagement quality and retention too. Why? Because these specific metrics reveal what your audience actually values enough to support with their wallets. It tells you exactly which content types drive real action.
Ultimately, tracking these metrics reveals the hard truth about your digital presence. Does your content merely attract fleeting attention, or does it actually produce a sustainable income? Proper data tracking is exactly what separates a fun, exhausting hobby from a reliable, predictable business system.
And finally, Section 6, Earning with EarnOn.ai. Now that you intimately understand models and metrics, it's time to apply everything we've learned in a logical, frictionless way.
EarnOn.ai provides the tools to earn directly from audience support, premium access, and highly flexible content formats. It's a creator-focused platform specifically designed to help you monetize directly. This means you aren't relying on approval-heavy systems, jumping through a million hoops, or just sitting around waiting for a brand deal to finally sponsor you. You are completely in control of your own earning ecosystem.
The benefits here are perfectly structured for growth. You unlock multiple earning paths in one secure place. Things like tips, subscriptions, and paid access. You dictate your own pricing entirely, which is huge. You finally get freedom from those unpredictable platform algorithms constantly standing between you and your paycheck. And best of all, you get instant earnings and incredibly simple setups, allowing you to easily scale from an initial, small experiment right into a massive, repeatable income engine.
So I'll leave you with this ultimate, highly provocative question. Are you ready to stop waiting on the algorithm and start earning on your own terms? Your attention, your expertise, and your content have real, tangible value. By building around your audience first and choosing the exact right structure, you can absolutely turn your content into a sustainable income stream. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go explore these tools and take control of your creative business today.